everyone, welcome to Flow and Open with Amy. This is a yoga flow for building confidence. So we're going to be working through some strong warrior poses, kind of moving through a dancing warrior flow to help you really connect with and build that inner confidence that lives within. So we're going to start in a comfortable seat. So you can sit like this on your heels if you'd like, or you can come down to a cross-leg position, whatever is more comfortable for you. So once you get in your seat, just immediately drop into the breath. Let the shoulders just fall down. Lengthen the spine and maybe close your eyes or find a soft gaze. But just start to breathe immediately right here. Maybe you need to take a few breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth to really kind of shake off any of that residue, anything that you don't want to bring with you to this practice, or maybe something that's trying to pull you out of the present moment. And after a few of those cleansing breaths, you can go ahead and close the lips and start to inhale and exhale just through the nose. And as you start to take a few of these deep breaths, see if you can start to slow the breath down. So just each time, see if you can just make the inhale a hair deeper, a hair longer than the previous one. And same with your exhale as well. Good. So inhale and exhale. Good. So let's start to add some movement with this breath. So as you inhale, start to reach the arms out towards the side and lift your chest and your heart forward. And as you exhale, round through the back, give yourself a hug, crossing one arm over the other. Inhale, lift. And exhale, hug. Good, 2 more times, just like that. Inhale. And exhale. Last time, inhale. And exhale. Good, inhale, come back to center. This time as you inhale, reach your arms all the way up overhead. And as you exhale, drop that right hand towards the right. Start to lean towards the right side, stretching through the left side body as you exhale. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, lean to the left, dropping the left hand. Inhale, center. Exhale to the right. Good, inhale, center. And exhale to the left. Inhale, come back to center, reach up, look at both your hands, and as you exhale, drop the hands down in front of you, come to a forward fold in this seat. Stay here for a full cycle of breath. As you exhale, start to walk the hands back towards your feet, and let's come into tabletop position. And so immediately, just using this tabletop kind of as a transitional pose, immediately go ahead, send the hips up and back and find downward facing dog. And just start to find whatever movement feels good. So if this is your first downward dog of the day, maybe just finding some movement, kind of walking it out, pedaling the feet back and forth. Really letting the head go, keeping the shoulders pressed down out of your ears. Good. Go ahead and walk your hands back towards your feet and find a forward fold at the back of your space. So we're going to be here for a couple breaths in this forward fold. So taking whatever variation feels good with the hands, maybe grabbing opposite elbows with opposite hands, maybe just kind of letting your fingertips dangle as you gently rock back and forth. Maybe kind of rubbing the back of the legs, giving them a massage, whatever is calling to you in this shape. I want to invite you to explore that calling. So oftentimes, kind of trusting in our curiosities and exploring our curiosities can help build our confidence. Keeps us connected to that inner voice, our intuition. Good. Come back to center, walk it back out into plank pose. And take a moment to pause in plank pose. We're going to find a little down dog plank flow here. So on your next exhale, go ahead and send your hips back and find downward facing dog. And as you inhale, flow out to plank. And exhale, send the hips back, down dog. So every inhale brings you out to your plank, and exhale sends the hips up and back. So go ahead and take this at your own pace, following your own breath, and just kind of connecting with your rhythm, connecting with your pace here. Try to make this a smooth transition so you never really stop moving. It's almost like your body is a wave in the ocean, really undulating through the spine with these movements back and forth. Good. Just take one more cycle and we'll meet in plank. And once you're in plank pose, go ahead and lower all the way down onto your belly, dropping to the knees if you need, releasing the toes. And on your next inhale, just lift up for a little baby cobra pose, lifting that heart. And exhale, lower the left ear to the mat. Good, we'll do that twice more. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, right ear down to the mat. Good, last time, inhale, maybe you lift up to a little higher cobra here. And as you exhale, curl the toes under and find downward facing dog. Good, so your next breath in, reach the right leg up towards the sky. And as you exhale, bring it in between the hands. And we're coming up to warrior one pose here. Turning that back foot down, 45 degrees. Inhale, lift the arms all the way up. Warrior one. Exhale, open up to find warrior two, facing the long edge of your mat. Go ahead and flip that front palm as you inhale, reverse the warrior, reaching the right arm up towards the sky. As you exhale, cartwheel those hands down, step it back to plank, and choose your version of your vinyasa here. Maybe that means just going to downward facing dog. Maybe it means putting the knee down in plank. Connecting with your intuition, building your confidence in your choice. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale, swing it through. As you inhale, rise up, find warrior one. Lift the arms all the way up overhead. Good, exhale, open up to warrior two. Flip that palm, reverse the warrior on your inhale. And as you exhale, cartwheel the hands down. Step it back to plank. Confidently choose your path to downward facing dog. And once in downward facing dog, we're going to stay here for just a couple breaths, reset, recenter. So choosing your path, choosing the way which you want to get to downward facing dog really helps you connect with that inner powerful voice where our confidence stems from. Listen to it. Become friends with it. Be aware of it. Good, so let's start to build on this dancing warrior flow. So inhale, right leg reaches up. Exhale, swing it through between the hands. Inhale, rise up, find warrior one. Good, exhale, open up, warrior two. Inhale, flip the palm, reverse warrior. As you exhale, find extended side angle, bringing that right hand to the right thigh, reaching the left arm either all the way up overhead, or maybe you start to extend the angle, reach it over your ear. Pressing down through the outer edge of that back foot and feeling the angle extend all the way from there out through the left fingertips, opening up that left hip. Good. On your next breath in, press down through that front leg, straighten it this time as you reverse, reaching the right arm up towards the sky. This time as you exhale, we're gonna come into triangle pose, so maybe you need to move that back foot in just a little bit. Reach the right hands towards the front of your mat. When you can't reach any further, go ahead and lift that back arm up, and notice as you do that, the right hand starts to drop. Lands maybe on the floor, shin, ankle, wherever. But this is more of an action of lifting up through the top hand than dropping the bottom hand. Good, go ahead, circle that left hand down, put all the weight into the front foot. We're gonna come up into half moon pose. So balancing on that front foot, hips facing the long edge of your mat, left foot is off the ground, you are airborne. Always have the option to keep that back foot down, just kind of as a kickstand if you need. Half moon pose. So finding confidence in this pose, whether your back foot is off the ground or not, being confident in how you choose to take up space in this pose. Good, start to bend into that front knee, bringing the back leg back down. Let's land in triangle pose just for a breath. Good. Start to rise out of your triangle pose. Turn the toes to face the long edge of your mat. Bring your hands to your waist. So we're setting up for a wide-legged forward fold here. So bring the hands to the waist, drop the shoulders, inhale, lift the heart. And exhale, fold forward with wide legs. Go ahead, drop the hands. Let them fall where they may. Just really feel what your body is looking for and desiring out of this shape. Right now for me, it's kind of just a shaking of my head back and forth, really focusing on releasing tension in the neck. This is also a beautiful stretch to release the low back and open up through the hips and the hamstrings. Beautiful. Stay here just for one more cycle of breath. Good. At the bottom of your next exhale, bring your hands to your waist with a slight bend in the knees and the flat back. Come to standing position. Heel toe the feet together and step to the top of your mat. So we're going to take this to the other side here. So inhale, lift the arms up overhead. And exhale, fold. Inhale to lift up halfway, bring your hands to your shins. Exhale, hands come down to the mat, step back into plank pose, and move through your vinyasa of choice. Moving and flowing confidently in what you choose. Good, inhale, lift the left leg up towards the sky. And exhale, sends it through. On an in-breath, we rise up to warrior one. And exhale, open out. Warrior two. Inhale, flip the palm, reverse warrior. And as you exhale, come to extended side angle on this side. So bringing that left elbow to the front quad. Back arm reaches straight up. Or extending the angle and turning those fingertips towards the front edge of your mat. You'll really feel an extra opening in the outer hip if you choose this variation. Stay here for one more full cycle. Good. Start to press down into that front foot, reach the right arm up and straighten the front leg, reverse triangle. And exhale, come down into triangle. So I'm going to move my back foot in just a little bit. Reach, reach, reach that left arm towards the front of the mat. And instead of dropping down into it, I'm just gonna lift through the back arm, reaching that right arm up towards the sky. Trikonasana pose, triangle. Keeping the slight bend in the knee so that they're not locked out. Good, go ahead, start to circle that top arm, put all the weight in the front foot. Find your way into half moon, whatever that looks like for you on this left side. If the back heel is lifted, you're shooting energy out through the back heel, stacking the hips on top of each other, facing the long edge of your mat. And don't forget to breathe. Breathing helps us stay steady in our confidence. Good. Start to bend into that front knee. Drop the back foot behind you if you had it lifted. Land in triangle pose, look up. Good. Slight bend in that front knee as you come to rise. Turn the toes to face the long edge of your mat. This time let's interlace the hands behind you at your low back. Pull the knuckles down towards the earth as you lift the heart. Inhale. And exhale, fold, keeping those hands interlaced as they start to come over top of you. So you can keep the hands here if you'd like. If you feel confident this is not what you need, feel free to release the hands at any moment. Just bringing a little chest opening into this wide-legged forward fold. Good. Go ahead and release the hands, bring them down to the mat. We're gonna come down into Malasana, yogi squat. So maybe heel toe the feet in a little bit closer. And go ahead and drop the hips down towards the ankles. Find yourself in Malasana pose, yogi squat. Always have the option to put a block or a book, something under to kind of raise the earth up towards you. Bring the hands to palm center. Maybe close the eyes or find a soft gaze here. Just breathe, let the breath come down. Really kind of resting and feeling all the strength and confidence that we activated in those warrior poses. Good. Let's go ahead and put the hands down behind you. Come to a comfortable seat. We're just gonna finish with a little outer hip opener. So you can come back to your cross-legged position like we started, or if you want to feel a little more sensation in this pose, you can actually cross your knees on top of each other. So crossing the right knee over the left. Maybe this is enough right here. Maybe you start to walk the hands out. So whether you have the knees stacked or just the legs crossed, either way, you'll feel this in the outer hip of the leg that is on top. Take just a few moments, send some love, send some breath to these hips. Our hips hold so much for us. It's time to let them release and let go. Good, walk the hands back. Let's take it to the other side. So either cross the other knee on top or just cross the other leg in front of the other. And keep both sit bones, keep both butt bones rooted into the earth. We don't want to lean so far forward that they come up. Keep them down on the earth. Maybe you stay here, maybe start to walk the hands out. Really letting yourself go. And consciously sending your breath to these hips. Starting to rest in this confidence that we've built, that we've activated. Knowing that this confidence resides in our heart. It's always there for us. The breath can be the guide. Good, start to walk the hands back. Come back into a comfortable seat, whatever that means or looks like for you. Where we started the practice. Close your eyes again or find that soft gaze. Just Take a moment before you move forward to just notice how different the body feels. Maybe it feels more spacious, stronger, lengthened, or maybe your mind just feels a little clearer or a little quieter. Just take the moment to notice before moving on. So take a big inhale, reach the arms all the way up overhead, bring your palms to touch. As you exhale, bring those palms down to heart center. Thank you so much for joining me on the mat today. This concludes the flow portion of our practice. For the open portion of your practice, if you would like to take out a journal and just write about confidence. Some topics or some sentence starters to kind of get you going could be, confidence in my body feels like, or I feel confident when. Take a moment, sit with this. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'll see you all next time. Bye.